team up and take down the enemy nexus on a new 5v5 map designed for new platforms with faster games and revamped controls, read the line from its announcement. So it's basically League of Legends, right? So what they're trying to do now is dominate the market. And I totally get them. They could potentially dominate the market. All they have to do is flex a little. They have a shit ton of money to actually develop Valorant on console. Fresh models, animations, and game systems and more, but keeping true the core League of Legends gameplay you already know. Developers said in announcements, we didn't want just to port League of on PC 1.1, we want to make sure Wild Rift feels like it was designed on a new platform, okay? So this is basically it. This is the same for Valorant. They want to focus a lot of energy into actually putting the game right. Okay, so when you won't get your free unlocks from League of PC, you'll get some cool rewards for the time you spent in the PC version. More to come on that in 2020. So 2020 League of Legends, 2021 the simple game Valorant, I guess. It's pretty late in the PS4 life cycle after all, so it would perhaps make sense to Valorant to come to next generation systems. And I definitely agree with that. Still, there's nothing official in the pipeline yet. We'll be sure to keep you updated with any info as we get it. Okay. So there's also potential that it's coming to PS5 and not PS4, but I don't just see it because PS5. So how would you like Valorant on console? This is one I really like. 91 votes. So let's say this is about 100 almost, and 6 say I don't know, 13 say yes, 72 say no. This is what really surprised me. No, this type of game doesn't work on console. Every console shooter had aim assist, and this game requires recoil controller. This is an actual mechanic that needs to be learned. This does not transition to controller. So again, I have to go with Rainbow Six Siege. Rainbow Six Siege is doing great, and it's for controller, like, holy shit. It's doing amazing, like, wow. But this is honestly like pretty nice, I guess. So let's see here. The PC players are more skilled. This has nothing to do with PC players being more skilled. It's entirely based on the type of aiming required. I'm just gonna slow this music a bit here. This has nothing to do with the PC players being more skilled. It's entirely based on type of aiming required with a controller versus the type of aiming from a mouse. A controller doesn't allow for the type of recoil correction that would be necessary in a game like this. Yeah, so true to be honest. Having the game on console doesn't affect those playing on PC in any way. Definitely. Let PC players have one-man game. Every other game is on 2 consoles, mobile plus PC. One game. What the heck? Like, Riot doesn't care if the game is like actually... Riot doesn't even care about your opinions. Riot just wants actual money and profit. And if they get like esports out, like, Valorant is gonna be booming. Valorant is gonna be like the next game. This is gonna be like bigger than anything ever before, which I definitely find pretty awesome. I just gotta check something. So yeah, if it doesn't distract from the competitive aspect of Valorant, I don't see why it won't come to consoles. It's a huge issue because a lot of players actually play Valorant on their consoles, so of course it will have a huge effect on the actual gameplay. So for example, no controller aim assist, and both adding it to PC and PS4 and whatever. It's gonna be very confusing in my opinion for the actual, when it comes to esports. Imagine console on esports, like, holy shit. No console players are shitters. I don't want shitters posting stupid shit online based on their shittier blah blah blah. Yeah, there's a huge war going on between console players from Valorant and console players, and I mean PC players. PC can be outdated quickly and console not so much. This was probably typed like by a 13-year-old, I guess. You can get like, the thing is, you can get like a good PC that plays Valorant. So for example, you can get one for like $300 or $400. No, I don't want Riot splitting dev support for 2 versions. We all know console kids will and cry about certain aspects of the game on PC, so Riot will have to split the team and to focus on changing the console version to better suit their meta. Ay, fuck that. That barrier of the game is PC. You either get one or you don't play the game. Okay, but a lot of people can't afford a PC. Like, people are sometimes so ignorant. There's so many people who can't actually afford a good PC that can play anything. And they don't even care. Some people are just seriously ignorant. 1,000 for at least decent PC just for a free game, which I can definitely agree. If a £1,000 build has a 1050 Ti, you're doing something wrong. Okay, so I have a 1050 Ti, but the thing is, you also have to buy like you have to buy a monitor, you have to buy a keyboard, you have to buy a mouse and everything like that. So $1,000 for a PC and every other game available. Now a lot of people don't have actually $1,000. That's the issue. 300 to 400 max if you build it yourself. Just for this one, a few others. Like, holy shit. And like in Spain that's like the average price for actually getting, like, an average wage in Spain is $400, and these people are like, oh, just buy a PC for $1,000, it's not that hard, when there's like people working and could barely afford, you know, the actual PC, and they're just like, oh, you can get this, it's so good, you can just don't eat for like 2 months, bro, and you can get your PC right at the doorstep. Like, holy shit. Some people are just, it's like mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. Here we go. What else do we have? $400 max. You're wasting your money at this point. Why would I spend $400 on a low-end rig when I could get a next-gen console for likely around $506 and play at 4K 60 FPS? If you're desperate enough to play Valorant, don't have much money, a low-end PC is your best bet. So you can also get like a PC for $200. I think that's pretty great, to be honest. PC for $400 is all you need. Don't you think it would be wiser at this point to wait and just continue to save and get a better rig? I'm slow? Yeah, I'm slow. What's up, man? I'm Slovenian. Don't you think it would be wiser at that point to wait and just continue to save and get a better rig? And instead of just one free that you might not even end up liking, blah blah blah. I said if you want to spend $1,000 to get a PC and can play Valorant and every other game. Here again the issue, if you want to play Valorant, a couple low demand games, you can get a 400-500 PC. I guess I could agree with that, yeah. So you could potentially just get a PC for 500 euros. The thing is, where will you get those 500 euros? If you're, for example, under 18, you have no sources of income, you don't YouTube or anything like me. How are you gonna go get those 500 euros for that PC? And Valorant, the issue with Valorant, actually the good thing with Valorant is that it doesn't need a huge ass good gaming rig like Warzone, for example, to play these games. You can just, you know, download it. It's pretty small and you can play it with a 300 euro laptop or whatever, and that's why Fortnite became huge. That's why I think this game will be one of the biggest of them all. You can get a cheaper one second-hand. I don't want to buy a second-hand PC that probably has like 5 viruses in it. Holy shit, I gave 3 options. I don't know how more helpful I could be. Why are you getting angry, bro? Blah blah blah. These comments are just like amazing, like, holy shit. Stop asking the same question over and over. Okay, we're going to the next one. Will Valorant come to console? One of the things I've looked forward to release of more Riot games is the possibility to play with my close friends who only play on console. Is there any chance of this game coming to console like Valorant? By the way, be sure to hit that like button. We have like 6 likes right now, and a like definitely helps. As mentioned, it's not coming to console on launch. Okay, oh, we already know that. That's 1 month ago. You think I can play it on my laptop? If you can post the specs, I'll tell you if it can play on your laptop. Will the game make it console? It's likely, but there may be information about it in future announcements as we get closer to the game's release. Just like we got the announcement like 2 days ago that it's coming. We got a pretty good announcement that they're working on possibilities and expanding their area, basically, which I find pretty nice, to be honest. I think that's pretty cool. Let's see here. Controllers are not good for playing tactical FPS with high skill ceiling. What about Apex Legends? Apex Legends, you have to run around, you have to shoot everyone. Okay, the only difference is Apex Legends has actually aim assist. That's the only damn difference that Apex Legends have.